Hi everyone, I wanted to give you a video to give you some details on the type of presentation that I'm expecting. Again, in this course, your critical assignment is a presentation on Medicare, Medicaid, or the Affordable Care Act. You had made those selections early on in the course and have hopefully been progressively working towards this critical assignment, which is due at the end of this week. Definitely make sure that you have it organized well. You want to identify and describe the major components, the responsibilities, and the current structure of whatever agency that you chose. And it's a lot more than just listing things. It's really an interpretation and what the application of critical thinking as opposed to having slides read to an audience. So make sure that you're critically examining and analyzing and explaining the role of your chosen healthcare agency in its relation to the U.S. healthcare delivery and its resulting impact on health and wellness. In other words, you don't want to just say, Medicare exists and there's Part A, Part B, and Part C, and that's that. So what do those things mean? What is the impact that it has in terms of affordability, access to care? What types of services are covered? What are the requirements for it? Things like that. So you should also be able to provide a detailed and well-developed explanation of what was learned. It includes specific applications, relationships to the field of public health and healthcare in general in the United States, an analysis of relevant resources that are needed in what's needed for change to occur, an identification of major challenges that face the healthcare delivery system, and I would say an explanation that we've discussed in the lectures and in some of your additional reading that I've provided that also helps provide a full context picture of those challenges in relation, in comparison to other countries' systems. And then, what are some possible future directions for the particular agency? We want to make sure that your presentation is academically sound. So what does that mean? Well, one, make sure that you review my opening announcements where I'm very clear at the end of the feedback that I've provided for you. Make sure that your grammar is professional, that your writing style is professional, that your sentence structure is professional. There would be nothing more embarrassing than to be in a boardroom or at a conference of professionals made up of, physicians, scientists, a professional crowd, and have your slides with misspellings or poor sentence structure or grammar. It'll lose the audience completely. So make sure that you're running your stuff through a program called Grammarly, if you so choose, or use the University Writing Center to proof it, but make sure that you are having it proofread, because you do need to look at the feedback I've provided. There's been a predominant use of personal pronouns, which you should not do in formal writing, so I, we, us, that kind of thing. Calling inanimate entities with personal pronouns, so hospitals are not a they, it's an it. Joint Commission is not they, it's an it. Things like that. Then otherwise, proofing for coherent sentences and proper writing style like that. So just make sure that that piece is covered, as well as your position statements, that if you're making a position statement, that it is strongly supported with credible academic research sources. So those would be professional journals, scientific peer-reviewed articles, things of that nature. Things to stay away from, wiki, anything, blogs, and things of that nature. Make sure that they are peer-reviewed and they come from a credible source. Make sure that you have both audio and visual components. And again, it is not a paper. Please do not submit a paper It is a presentation that needs to have an audio and a visual component to it. And make sure to review the rubric scoring criteria for a detailed list of expectations. So what types of programs are out there? There's a number of them. You can certainly use Prezi is one. You can use Screencast-O-Matic, which is what I'm using here. Both of those are free. And there's also, I'm trying to think of what it is. It's a voice, I can't think of it. I think I have it on here somewhere, but it's, it has just another voice component you can insert in there. But Prezi or Screencast-O-Matic, or and there's some other ones as well. These are not the only things. So you may have a video, you may use a PowerPoint. There's a number of ways that you can do this. So be creative, and I look forward to seeing your submissions this week. Again, if you have any questions at all, please make sure to reach out to me so we can get those addressed earlier rather than later this week. All right. Look forward to seeing your presentations.